Hello, welcome to Divine Timing Tarot. Pre-pulled some cards here and have a great little spread, so I'm excited to share this with you. So, first card pulled, the Fool. First card is the Major Arcana. This is all about taking a leap of faith. You are standing on the edge of a precipice, okay? It's time for a new adventure. Fool travels light, okay? He's only got this tiny little knapsack. He's not bringing a bunch of heavy things with him. Traveling very light. And the Fool is ready to take a leap of faith. They're having trust in the universe, trust in their intuition that they're going to end up where they need to end up. And then I just want to go to the very last card in this spread, and that's the Emperor. Now this person has gone, so started out as the Fool, we're now ending as the Emperor. I think that's very significant about what this reading is all about. This is all about you starting out on this journey, having faith. You've gone through trials and tribulations, obstacles, you've had to persevere. It's taken determination, all of that stuff to get to this point, okay? You don't become the Emperor overnight. This is a journey. It can take years. But don't give up, because you're on your way to becoming the Emperor. And that is a powerful, powerful position to be in. You do not mess with the Emperor. You do not, okay? So the rest of the spread, I think, is talking all about this journey from getting to the Fool to the Emperor. So we have here the Four of Pentacles, and this talks about saving money. This talks about maybe you need to be a little bit frugal right now to build, this is about building this financial security for yourself. So you might have to be a little selfish and hold on to your pennies, but you're sacrificing this for your future. And then we have three kings in this reading. The King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So the only king that's missing is the King of Swords. And it's interesting because there is no swords in this reading whatsoever. And that swords has to do with communication, that's mental energy, it's our thoughts, it's ideas. So interesting that that's the only thing we haven't mastered yet, because the kings are masters, okay? They are at the top of their game. This is not an immature individual, okay? They are the leaders. So the King of Wands has mastered passion, has mastered taking action, mastered their creativity. The King of Pentacles, master of stability, wealth, security, abundance. The King of Cups, mastered emotions. So here we go. We have mastered all of these things on this journey to get to the Emperor. The last thing, though, that we haven't mastered is our thoughts and our ideas, maybe our mindsets, our beliefs. I think that's something to think about. So kings are all about action as well. It's divine masculine energy. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which this is all about, look at how the Fool is so light, carefree, not carrying a lot of burdens. This person has been through the ringer, okay? They are tired. They are exhausted. They're so close. This is the 10. This is the completion, okay, of this lesson. They're so ready to lay these wands down. They're tired. They've learned their lesson. They want to be like the Fool again and travel light. It's time to let the heavy burdens go. And the Fool along the path does encounter other people. And this is all about working with others. This is all about collaborating, having successful relationships with the people around you, successful collaborations. You don't get to where you're going. You don't become the Emperor without this card right here, which is all about strength. This is about inner strength. This is about endurance, resilience. You know, with this maiden, she is just calmly closing the mouth of the lion, okay? This isn't about like, oh my God, I'm the loudest in the room and the most macho and this and that. This is about true strength, okay? This is about inner strength. This person doesn't need to be loud, okay? They just know inside that they are strong. They let their actions speak for their words. They're courageous. They are brave. And they've learned a lot of lessons along the way. This is the Hermit. This is somebody that has been on the journey for a minute. They haven't reached the end point yet. So this is really all about trusting your intuition. This light right here is guiding you, but you can only see what's just ahead of you. You can't see 3 steps ahead, 2 steps ahead. You can only see by the light of the lantern, which is like 1 step ahead. But you trust and you have faith in your intuition that you are headed in the right direction. And this also has to do with being a light to others as well. You are this beacon of hope for others, showing them the way. And what journey wouldn't be complete without a little nostalgia? You know, this is all about your inner child. This is about innocence in a way, having fun, playing. You know, the journey can get so serious. I think we all are living in a very serious time. And I think this is a good reminder to just play a little bit more, laugh a little bit more, have a little bit more fun, enjoy the journey for what it is. Because there is going to be serious times for sure. But this is just a reminder of like, maybe to soften a little bit. And then we have the Chariot. And this, you are headed towards victory, okay? But this takes willpower. This takes perseverance. This takes determination, okay? But this is fast-moving energy. And you are on your way to success. Success. You're on your way to becoming this Emperor. And this also has to do with, too, making sacrifices. You know, kind of reminds me a little bit of this card as well. You know, you don't get to this point without having to be strong, set clear boundaries. You know, say no to things that don't feel good. And if so, this is where you end up. This is the Emperor, okay? This is a solid foundation. Solid. This is a throne of stone. It's unwavering. Okay, cool. I just want to pull a couple more cards. Any more information, Spirit? Any more information for us? This is exciting, though. The World. This is completion. This is successful completion. What did I say? This whole thing is about completion. And the Wheel at the bottom of the deck. And we're going to take the Empress, too. Wow. Beautiful. Look at all the circular imagery here in these cards. It's like coming full circle, which is kind of like what I said this reading was. It's like coming full circle. Like you're starting out as the Fool. You're going through all your trials and tribulations and obstacles and happiness and ups and downs to get to the end, you know? It's completion. This is everything that you've been working towards. This is abundance. This is a new chapter. This is success. And the Empress, interesting that we got divine masculine and divine feminine. So I think this really is about balancing your masculine and feminine energies, knowing when to take action, knowing when to be still. The yin and the yang. The Empress is the nurturer. She is abundance. She is the creator. She is creativity. She is divine mother, divine feminine, nurturer, self-care, self-love. You need both to be an emperor. You also need to remember to take care of yourself. And then we have the wheel, which this is fated change. This is destiny. The wheel turns in your favor. How exciting. I love this so much. This is so awesome. Full circle. Completion. A new chapter. Thank you so much. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Anything helps with the growth of the channel and is much appreciated. Thank you so much.